Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about why Linux is such a powerful tool in cybersecurity. If you're interested in ethical hacking, penetration testing, or even defending computer systems from attacks, you'll quickly realize one thing: Linux is everywhere. From powering the websites we use every day to running the tools that hackers and defenders rely on, Linux is at the core of cybersecurity. In this video, I'll explain step by step why Linux is so important and why learning it is one of the best investments you can make if you want a career in security. First of all, Linux is the backbone of the internet. Did you know that more than 96% of the world's top 1 million web servers run on Linux? That means the websites you visit every single day, whether it's Google, Facebook, Amazon, or even YouTube, are almost always running on Linux servers. Supercomputers, data centers, and cloud systems also depend on Linux. For example, every single one of the top 500 fastest supercomputers in the world runs on Linux. So, if you're learning cybersecurity and want to secure systems or test them for weaknesses, you absolutely need to understand the operating system that runs the majority of them, and that's Linux. One of the biggest strengths of Linux is that it's open source. This means that anyone can view, modify, and share the code that makes Linux work. Unlike Windows or Mac OS, where the system is closed and controlled by a company, Linux is built in the open by thousands of developers around the world. For cybersecurity professionals, this is a massive advantage. Transparency allows you to analyze how the system works under the hood, detect security flaws faster, and even create your own tools on top of it. It also builds trust, because when code is public, it's harder to hide backdoors or malicious features. That's why many security experts prefer Linux over closed systems. Another reason Linux is essential in cybersecurity is the tools. Almost every major security and hacking tool is designed to run on Linux. For example, Nmap, which is used to scan networks and discover devices; Wireshark, which helps you analyze network traffic; and the famous Metasploit framework, which penetration testers use to exploit vulnerabilities during security assessments. If you've ever heard of Kali Linux or Parrot OS, these are special versions of Linux built specifically for cybersecurity. They come pre-installed with hundreds of tools, so you can get started right away. While some of these tools are available on Windows, they often work much smoother, faster, and with fewer errors on Linux. That's why professionals always prefer using Linux for their day-to-day security work. One thing that makes Linux stand out is how customizable it is. With Windows or Mac OS, you're locked into whatever features the company provides. But with Linux, you can change almost everything, from the way your desktop looks to the programs installed, and even the kernel, which is the core of the operating system. For a cybersecurity professional, this flexibility is powerful. You might want a lightweight Linux system that runs only the tools you need for penetration testing. Or you might want to build a specialized forensic environment to investigate cybercrimes. Whatever your need, Linux can be shaped into the perfect tool for the job. That level of control is something you just don't get with other systems. Now, let's look at how this applies in real-world cybersecurity jobs. If you're working as a penetration tester, you'll almost always be expected to use Linux-based systems to perform your tests. Security analysts often investigate attacks on Linux servers. And if you're a system administrator, you'll likely be responsible for maintaining Linux machines that power critical company infrastructure. Even cloud platforms like Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure are dominated by Linux-based virtual machines. That means no matter what branch of cybersecurity you choose, Linux will be part of your daily work. So learning Linux isn't optional. It's a must-have skill if you want to stand out in the field. To quickly recap, Linux is important in cybersecurity because it powers the internet, it's open source, it supports the best security tools, it's highly customizable, and it's used everywhere in the industry. If your goal is to become an ethical hacker, penetration tester, or cybersecurity professional, Linux should be the first operating system you master. In my upcoming videos, I'll be covering Linux basics, commands, and hands-on tutorials step by step. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow along. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.